very warm welcome to Happy Hands Knitting Podcast. My name is Nadine and I'm coming to you from northern New South Wales in Australia in the Byron Shire, so very close to Byron Bay. And I'm originally from Montreal, Canada. It is a very warm welcome indeed. It is very, very warm outside. I've got the aircon on. Hopefully that's not bothersome to the video. But the past week we've been having extreme heat warnings. It's been, I'm not really sure, in the 30s, definitely in the 30s Celsius. It's been very, very hot. The other day we got into the car and it said 38 degrees. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Yeah, it's always weird for me coming from the Northern Hemisphere down to the Southern Hemisphere and going into Christmas with 30-degree weather. It's very weird. We're probably gonna put up our Christmas tree in the next couple days, so hopefully that'll help me get a bit more of a Christmassy feeling going on, because yeah, it's not what I'm used to, so it's different. Okay, speaking of Christmas, today I'm going to be chatting about the Christmas present I'm making for my mom. I'm really not sure if it's going to get to her on time for Christmas, because I don't know how long it's going to take to get to Calgary, but hopefully she'll get it in the Christmas season. 12 days of Christmas, maybe within the 12 days of Christmas. So that is a cabled pullover, and my two daughters have made requests. The eldest daughter would like a top, and my youngest one is going to a music festival and she would like a crochet top and shorts set. So I'm going to show you the inspiration photos for that, because in their usual fashion, they've just picked something from Pinterest or Instagram with no pattern, and they're like, "Mom, can you make this?" So I'm gonna do my best. And I'm also going to show you a dress that I bought at a secondhand store that I have plans to turn into a skirt. It's been lingering. It's been in my fabric stash for ages, and I just went through my fabric, found it, and thought, oh, I think I'm ready to make that into a skirt. Now, okay, what I'm wearing today, this is the ranunculus, the most popular pattern on Ravelry, and I'll put a link here. I actually made a video about all the ranunculi that I've made and what I love about it, and all the different fiber contents that I've used to make it. And this one in particular is Drops Bio Balance, which is half organic cotton and half wool. So with the aircon on, I'm able to wear it. If I was outside, I'm not sure if I would be able to wear it, but it's very, very soft. And what else? I only have the pattern that has the one size, because I got this ages ago when it was still free. So I just did the no sleeves and then straight away did some ribbing, and it's a little bit cropped. The skirt I'm wearing was also a dress that I bought at a secondhand store. It was a linen dress. I think it was like a 3XL, but I just loved, I loved how soft the linen felt, and I thought, oh, I want to try to make that into a skirt. And it has these amazing pockets, so I thought, perfect. So I'll chat about it now, because I'll chat about this straight away, since I'm already talking about my skirt. So there's a pattern by Heather Handmade. I'll put the photo here. And she has a free tutorial on how to make a skirt that has a flat front with gathers and then an elasticated back. And I use that pattern, or that tutorial, to make this. So what I did was okay, first I'll show you the dress as an example. So, it's got the pocket sticking up, but it's got pockets, which is perfect. It's got a side seam pocket. So basically, where are the pockets sticking out? I just washed this again because, like I said, it was in my fabric stash. We can get a little bit smelly. So here is the skirt. That's the top. Basically, I just cut across at the widest part, and then cut a strip out of there, and then that's what you're going to use for your waistband. And then yeah, just follow Heather's amazing tutorial from there. And I think this is gonna be, it's 100% cotton. I just think it's gonna be so pretty with that black tee that I just knit myself. And I have also a black tank. I've actually got a black ranunculus that I've knit up in linen, and even with a color, I think, even with colors, because it's black and white, it's just gonna be very, very pretty for summer. So I'm excited to get going on that. Okay, onward to knitting. So I am making for my mom an Aran cabled pullover, and it's pretty special because it's actually the Mullins Clan's cabled pattern. So there's a website called clanaran.com, and you can actually, if you have Irish heritage and you have an Irish last name, you can look up your last name. And I'm not sure if, probably not every single Irish last name, but you know, there's a lot to choose from. And you can buy, they either have already knit sweaters, you can buy a kit, which is a pattern and some of their wool, or you can just buy the pattern. So I just bought the pattern, and I'm making it for my mom for Christmas. So there was a lot of drama with this last week. If you watch my episode, I share how there is no chart. It is such a basic pattern. Not only is there no chart, but basically the whole front is written in like just a couple of lines. And then they have the descriptions of how to do each charted panel. But with the help of Stitch Fiddle, I was able to create myself a chart. And here's how it's coming. I've already finished the back. So I'm making it for my mom, who's 5'2", and I decided to crop a little bit of the length. It was meant to be, I think 16.5 for her size, up to here, and I stopped at 13 inches. So I think it's not too cropped for my mom, but it's just not gonna be, you know, too oversized on her. And yeah, it's so beautiful. I'm so happy. I've started the front. It's going really fast because it's so addictive. I love knitting cables. I think it's so fun. And another thing about knitting flat that's really fun is the one more row. You always want to do just one more row. Whereas when you're knitting in the round, it's just kind of endless. But there's a real goal when you're knitting flat because you want to get to the end. And then of course you want to go back the other way. Especially with cables, because you're just basically doing the pattern in one direction, and then the way back you're just copying whatever you did, knit the knits, purl the purls. So it's really, really addictive and fun. And I did find an error in the pattern. So you can see here with my diamonds, there's like a little extra twist here. And in the picture of I'll put the picture here, the picture of the pullover, it has that. But in the instructions, it was missing that. It just went to where the diamond comes in and then it went back out again. So I mean, it wasn't hard to figure out. You just do an extra twist there. So I added that in, and I'm loving it. I hope she's gonna love it. I hope that she finds it soft enough. My mom, I love rustic yarn. She probably wouldn't love it as much, but I have to say this Bendigo Woollen Mills 10-ply rustic tweed is very soft. Like I said, it's really hot here and I'm not having any issues knitting with it on my lap or in my hands. It's not itchy. So I hope it's gonna be soft enough for her. So basically, what else did I wanna say? Oh, I love it. Knitting bottom up is very easy for cables, because if you were to go in this direction, you have to keep thinking about adding these new cabled patterns in. Whereas when you start at the bottom, you're just knitting two together. You don't have to worry about remembering to start the new cables. So that's a really fun thing too about knitting bottom up and cables in general. And it's just really, really, really fun. It's knitting up pretty quickly. It's on 5mm needles, and it's a 10-ply, which in my opinion, the Bendigo Woollen Mills is more of an Aran than a worsted weight yarn. So it's perfect. I did the German twisted cast on, so it's very stretchy. I put the top stitches on hold for when I have to pick up the collar. So yeah, that's the back. Hopefully she'll get it at least in December. Okay, So my two daughters, as I said, my two daughters have asked me to make them something for Christmas, which is very exciting. They're getting to the age now where they're actually asking me to make them stuff, because for a while they just weren't really interested at all. But so for my eldest, I'll talk about first. She would like a top, and her inspiration photo is this. She loves the look of this. She loves all the buttons, but she said she would rather it be like a singlet. She doesn't want it all up in her neck. And so there's no pattern for this, I don't think. She just found it, I think, on Pinterest. So I just ordered some cotton yarn from Spotlight. I showed her a bunch of different yarns that I had with some silk or some bamboo, and she just, no, I just wanted cotton. And I was like, all right, too easy. Cotton, very affordable. Everything was on sale now at Spotlight as well. The yarn was on sale. So I bought some 8-ply yarn, and I'm just gonna knit, like I've knit a singlet before. I know how to do a singlet with all the buttons. I'm either gonna do like a real button placket, which means I'm gonna have to go knit it flat, or I could knit it in the round and maybe add a few more stitches in the middle and then fold the fabric like that, and then do just sew on some buttons, like a little fake button band, which I think I might do because I don't think she's gonna be unbuttoning it. It's a knitted singlet. It's gonna be easy to pull off and on. Singlet, sorry, is Australian for a tank top. I've been living here for 12 years. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. It should be very basic. I've done a singlet before where I've started here and then just increased on both sides. And then the back, not sure how I'll do the back. I might do the same thing with the two little triangles, or maybe start it with a rectangle. Just do some I-cord straps. And yeah, that should be pretty straightforward. So that's exciting. And my other daughter is going to a music festival, and she's requested an outfit like this. She's a dancer, and I know before you guys are like, oh my gosh, there's not much to that. Here in Australia, it's very hot. We live next to the beach. Everyone's in their bathing suits all the time, so I'm not too worried about her wearing something like this. Okay, so I ordered also from Spotlight because she wanted to have a sparkly yarn, and we saw they had, she wanted a light blue color, and they had a sparkly yarn, so I bought that for her. The pattern for the shorts, I've made a pair of shorts for my other daughter's friend. I'll try to put it here. It's from Drops, and it's a free pattern. I just shortened the length of the bottom of the shorts, like they weren't that long, and they turned out really nice. So I might use that. The one she wants has maybe a granny square. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not, because I'm pretty sure the other shorts have a lot of shaping in the bottom. So I might be able to still do it, we'll see. And then the top, I have never really actually crocheted a bikini top before. So I tried to have a look on Ravelry, and I did find quite a few patterns for tops. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then the top's got these kind of crocheted flowers on it, which I haven't done before, I don't think. But yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult to find crochet flowers, because crochet flowers are very common, so that should be easy enough to add to her top. Okay, I think that is it for what I'm making for Christmas. The last thing I wanted to share, it's gonna be a very short video, was I'm also making for my eldest daughter some socks. Here they are. So I'm gonna do them 2 at a time. I forgot to mention last week that I added a little blue stripe here. So I'm gonna make her some fish socks, and based on this beautiful bowl that she brought back from her trip to Europe. And okay, so I'm at the body. So I just got this undyed sock yarn from Nundle Woollen Mill, which is the same sock yarn that I use for the blue. The bottoms is Drops Fable is what I use for the yellow. And so I'm gonna use this for the foot. I'm gonna go back to the mustard yellow for the heel, back to the white, and then with this blue, I'm gonna try to color work some fish that look like the fish from her bowl, so she can have these socks too. And you know, when she puts on the socks, she'll be reminded of her amazing 3-month-long trip that she had in Europe. So this just arrived the other day, or no, last week. It's so soft. It is super wash, 75 merino, extremely soft merino, 25% nylon. My daughter, like I said last week, is hard wearing on her clothes, so I'm gonna go for this option for her socks, and hopefully she's not gonna wear through them too quickly. What else? Oh, right, so because I'm doing them 2 at a time, I decided to roll my ball with a center pull. The other option, I guess I could have balled up half and then balled up the other half in a separate ball, but then you've got 2 balls kind of rolling around when you're knitting, and I think it's easier just to have the one. I have never owned, I've been knitting for over 20 years. I have never owned a Swift and a ball winder. I think they look amazing, they look great. I just don't really have the space for it, or just really, I really like winding a ball by hand. I think that I consider it like part of the process and kind of a little bit fun even. So I normally do a ball, and this ball looks a bit wonky because I wanted to show you, I made it center pull. And yeah, it's a bit flat. Right, so when I normally wind up my yarn, it's not very ladylike, but I sit on the couch with my knees up and I put the hank around my knees and I just wind it like that. But I did take a little video, and so to be a bit more ladylike, I put the skein around my chair just to show you how I did it, because it is possible to do it. Oh, it's a bit stiff there, but it'll come out. It did before. I've done it before. So the only trick that you have to think about is keeping that yarn in your hand, pinched up in your fingers as you're winding your ball, and to not go over the top as you're wrapping it around. So that's why it's a little bit more flat in shape. And yeah, so I just thought that I would share that with you, and I've got a little video at the end if you wanted to watch. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I make my videos once a week. Hopefully I'll have had lots of progress done on this, and I'll be on the sleeves next week. I may even have gotten to work on these socks, and my yarn should arrive from Spotlight, so I can show you the yarn for my daughter's tops. Anything else? And maybe that dress will become a skirt. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. And please enjoy this video of how I make a center pull ball of yarn without a Swift and ball winder. See you next time. Bye.